Hey guys, how you all doing today? Another Friday, another week down. Okay, so today we're going to talk about what is success. So I saw a post from Cassandra who did some life coaching with me before I became a life coach the other day, and she used to think that success to her meant that she always had to be busy. So this kind of got me thinking about what is success. So a few years ago I thought running a business was to be successful, running my own business. So obviously I did this in my previous life in travel, and I was always so stressed about all the things that I needed to be doing in order to run the business. All the hats that I need to have, all the things that I needed to do, the marketing, the selling travel, the training of staff, the mentoring of staff, all those sorts of things, advertising, marketing, being on the phones, all that type of thing, being there for my clients obviously. But it was impossible to be good at it all, basically, and there's never been a lot of money in travel. So anybody that's in travel knows that there's not that much money in it. There's obviously other perks, but I always felt like the business sort of owed me something, because I'd put so much time and effort in over the years and I had not got a lot financially in return. So then obviously, as you guys know, COVID came along and put an end to travel. Then I started to realize that perhaps this was for the better and maybe I needed to have a change. So what is success? So success is something that you have to define for yourself. No one can do that for you. It could mean a sense of accomplishment and career progression. It could mean being able to do things that you love. But basically the definition depends on the individual, and one size does not fit all. There's no one answer for everybody. Success, you have to define yourself and figure out yourself what success means for you. So success also can't be defined in one sentence, but instead it's comprised of many different things, different components, I suppose. So this fits perfectly with what I have come to realize that success is. So now success to me is all about balance. So a work-life balance. So realizing that there's a time and a place for both. A family and a me-time balance. So spending time with my kids and my husband, but also allowing time to do the things that I want to be doing and the things that are important to me. For a long time I put myself last, and this obviously takes its toll on yourself and your happiness and that type of thing. And then balance of helping others versus helping myself. So coaching was what I want to do, to help other people, but also working on my own self and personal development as well. So I just found a bit of a list of success can be a combination of many things, and I'm just going to list these out now. So trying your best at everything in life, setting goals so you know when you're trying to where you're trying to get to in different areas of life, believing in yourself, self-care, so you can't look after others if you don't first look after yourself. Establishing boundaries, so learning to say no for things that don't serve you or when you need to, standing up for your own values. Seeing the great things that you do have in your life and showing gratitude towards these. Helping others, so give as well as take. Overcoming your fears, continuing to learn and developing yourself. Choosing your battles, you may lose some, but you may gain more from the lesson in losing that battle rather than winning it. Loving and being loved back. Never giving up, so perseverance and persistence. And if your whys are strong enough, then you'll find this easier as well. Celebrating victories, small or large, so appreciating the work that you've put in and giving yourself a pat on the back and actually sort of giving yourself the time to realize that you have done something that's really good. Knowing you control your destiny, so taking responsibility for your actions as well. So successful people embrace change. It's not my day for Facebook Live. Sorry. Okay, so I used to hate change. That was one of the things I didn't like, and a limiting belief that I had to kind of work through. I liked my routine. I liked to know where I was and what I was doing every day. But the last couple of years I've realized that things can work out for the better, not necessarily by winging it, but just knowing that change is not necessarily a bad thing. What you thought was great before can change, and you may find something that's greater. Maybe coming to know a different version of success. So you might have thought that it might not necessarily be something that you've chosen for yourself, but going down a different path might lead you to somewhere where you're actually quite happy. But unless you give things a go, you'll never know. So change should not be feared, I guess, is the one sort of lesson there. Now I've just got a quick list as well of like successful people versus unsuccessful people. So successful people forgive others rather than hold grudges. Successful people are positive rather than negative. Successful people track progress rather than criticize other people or themselves. Successful people share information in order to help others rather than hoarding that information and keeping that from others. Successful people are humble rather than talk. Successful people are humble. They talk more than listen. Instead of talking more than listening. Successful people take risks instead of taking the easy way out. Successful people improve daily versus stopping learning. Successful people handle problems rather than acting before they think. Successful people show commitment versus a sense of entitlement, and that one would relate more to, obviously, work life. Successful people learn from others rather than think they know it all. Successful people set goals and stay on track rather than get distracted and procrastinate. And successful people compliment others rather than compete with or bring others down. So success isn't, like, most people think that success is defined by how much money you make or the job status that you've got or keeping up with the Joneses, but really it means showing up for yourself, staying true to yourself and your beliefs, and attempting to move forward and being happy along the way. So happiness is a huge part of success. What's the point in being successful if you're not happy? It's also more often about the journey rather than the destination. You don't get to a place where you feel successful. It's about how you get there and the whole kind of process, I guess. So being able to live your own life the way that you want to as well, not how you think others say that you should be living your life. So yeah, perhaps just this weekend, take some time to think about what success means to you, and start living by this. Start living by towards your values and working towards what success is for you. So have a great weekend, and we'll see you all next week. Bye.